Mates, how are you?
Test 1, 2, 1, 2, test. This is the headphones mic. Test. Okay. So we'll see.
Good evening and welcome to another Easter Saturday of football here from the Village Green in the heart of Sydney's eastern suburbs. Jerry. Turn on our power mode. Cool. A very warm welcome to football fans around the world, in Australia and especially here in New South Wales. Happy Easter to you all. This is match day 5 of the National Premier League Women's Competition, coming to you live from the Village Green for all the action between Uni of New South Wales versus the Northern Tigers. My name is Dom Rizzuto. It is a pleasure to have your company once again for this enthralling competition which sees 2nd versus 5th today, and I am very excited for this one because this one should be action-packed. Both sides coming off huge wins last weekend, and they're going to look to replicate that once again this evening. Let's get you through these starting lineups as both these teams walk out onto the pitch. Starting off with the Northern Tigers, just the one change today. Anna Norton in goals. Isabella Keach is alongside Amelia Feeney and Shadeen Evans at the back. Bo Burton comes in today for a start, and she will be replacing Ellie Head. That means she'll be partnering alongside Charlotte Mortlock and Beth Bernardi in the middle, alongside Chloe Wallando. And then up top, you'll have Tegan Douglas, Tanae Morris coming off 4 goals last week, and Rosie Ewan also locks in that back 4. As for the home side, they also just have the one change. Erin Naylor in goals. Alexia Karras-Stall is alongside Demi Koulazakis, and new player today, Sky Kasachia, coming back into the starting lineup in the midfield. At the back, it's Leia Puxty, Aya Yamahata and Poppy Channing alongside the captain, Angelique Histradulu. And then up top, you've got Lexi Moreno, Georgia Plessas and Milan Hammond, the starting sides for both those two teams. For the Tigers on the bench, Piper Cosgrove, Jada Taylor, Sophia Paz, Olivia Mearcock, Elise Oliver and Claire Fulton alongside Olivia Riddell. As for the home side is Chloe Smith, Jennifer Kokoris, Erica Chapapara, Olivia Mitchell, Daniela Nakari and Akala Howell to round out both of those sides. The coach for the Northern Tigers, of course, is Finn Garricky, and then for the home side it is Zoran Naumovsky. Referees are in the middle and are close to getting us underway here. Shouldn't be too far away. The ball is in the hands of the first official. And the assistant referees are running to make sure that the net and the posts are in order, which they always are here. Fabulous ground, great grandstand. A good place to watch football. Hard to find parking, I must say. But other than that, it's a very great place to come and enjoy some football. It looks like we're going to have a change of ends here to start things off. Perhaps a pre-match ritual decided by the away side or the home side. Can't really say that the sun is going to play much of an effect on that. Perhaps it's the wind. It is a breezy autumn evening here in the heart of Sydney's eastern suburbs. Randwick, obviously famous for this fantastic university, and of course the Australian Turf Club across the road. Plenty happening around this part of town, but the only part of town that has action tonight is this game, of course, which is about to get underway. It's the Northern Tigers kicking off in the white and green piping jersey, running from right to left across your streaming screens. And of course, we're coming live to you on the official YouTube channel of Football New South Wales. And here's Beth Bernardi in the middle, already harassed and loses out to great pressure from Kasachia, who makes her return to the starting side this week. And already the in-form, undefeated UNSW are with possession. As Histradulu tries to find Karras-Stall, but that goes all the way through to Norton, who just conceded the one last week in a fascinating 7-1 victory for the Northern Tigers over Northwest Sydney Spirit. 4 goals to Tanae Morris, who starts up top again today. Looks like there's a tactical change today. Shadeen Evans, who a couple of weeks ago was playing at right back, is now playing at left forward, so, and wearing the captain's armband today. Histradulu now. UNSW themselves in great form to start this season. Impressive victory last week, 4-0 over the Bulls Academy. Double to Georgia Plessas. Here's Channing now. Channing, sorry. Plessas trying to find Moreno, gets it back fortuitously off Morris. Every player parked inside the Tigers' half. Could be a lot of this today. Histradulu had made a darting run. Lovely first touch. The pressure from Feeney to receive the ball back from Koulazakis, but it was a difficult needle to thread, and now the Tigers can come away. Hollando wins the ball initially, but then loses it to Moreno and actually concedes the throw at the same time. So they're maybe second versus fifth on the ladder, but only 3 points separates these two. So a win today will put them both level on 10 points. It's a nice ball forward initially there by Plessis. Cut out, but here come the home side again. Moreno tries to just dink it into the path of Hammond, but can't quite find her. So we're just occupying that space out on the wing. Moreno, she teams with her captain to win the ball and play out of danger. Versus to Caristall. Harter over the top. It's just a little heavy. And Anna Norton picks it up gleefully. Dow has the pocket pinch, but then Feeney steps in to recover. Here's Evans now. Turns and goes and beats a couple. That's great work from the captain. Tries to play a ball through, and it's just had a telling touch made by the centre half, Aya Yamahata. Otherwise, Mortlock was well in on goals. Such a strong player, Shadeen Evans, whenever she's on the ball. Now here's Morris. Back to Mortlock, but Yamahata again stands up. And now tries to play Hammond down the line. It's in a foot race with Keach, who uses her shoulder well to try and win possession back, but she's hounded by the striker and gives possession back. Not in a dangerous position in the end. UNSW stride forward through their captain, Histradulu. Still going. Zarkis trying to burrow her way forward on that occasion. Dow trying to win the ball, but is overzealous, and actually that's Bo Burton there in the 7, excuse me. Gives a free kick and a great opportunity now for the home side to strike first. They did score from a corner last week. This will be a very similar sort of range with Moreno's ability on that left foot. Tigers have to be wary, and it comes. Beats a couple at the near post, but Feeney steps in to send it out for a corner, and they will now have a corner, UNSW. And Moreno has taken herself off free kick duties. Or set piece duties, I should say. I'm sure she'll have one later on if they do get one in that more threatening goal scoring position. It's going to be Plessis. He'll take the corner. It's whipped in really nicely. It's missed a couple of players. It's a bit too heavy. Comes out to Caristall, who sends it back in, but with that wind, it's pushed it well away from danger. And then coming back from an offside position, Plessis is flagged by the assistant referee. It's Tegan Douglas now. He's in at centre half. It's forcing Feeney to go to left back. Although almost teaming with Evans, but pass askew. Tigers look threatening on the break. Just haven't been able to maintain much possession yet. build any kind of realistic pressure, but so far they've looked relatively safe. This is Fadulu now. Who gives the ball away, and she's lucky to maintain possession. Ball through to Hammond is well weighted, and the strikers picked up possession well. To switch it now to Carastor, comes to Plessis. Oh, it comes to Cheer, but she slips. It's a sloppy pass away from Charlotte Mortlock. Evans is too heavy with the pass, and now they look to break here, UNSW. The ball through the legs finds Plessis, who has a go from range, but Norton, with a little bobble, is safe. And we have our first shot on target after 8.5 minutes. Morris tries to play it on to Mortlock. Just gets that away there. Puxty, fortunately for her, because there was 3 players looking to pounce on that. Ewan just does enough to evade the forward ball. That was hurtling towards her 18-yard box. There is a bit of wind, so if you are hearing that on our mics, we do apologise. Evans stepping in and intercepting, forcing harder to retreat under the pressure of Morris. Long ball over the top now to find Puxty, but it is too long. Plenty of touches so far for the captain of unit NSW. As well for Hamharter, Lexi Moreno jumping in to receive the ball a little deeper, almost gifts it away. Oh, this is nice from the home side. Pass just a little too heavy from Plessis, trying to find Koulazakis. He's just happy to play in those tight spaces at the moment. Not willing to throw the ball wide and long. Evans does really well to evade a couple of players and now gets the ball into Morris, who's striding into the 18-yard box, getting to the byline, tries to find the ball across, but it's well cut out by the tracking Koulazakis, and now the Tigers have a corner of their own. Their first of the evening. Shadeen Evans at the heart of it again, proving very difficult to stop when she's got the ball at her feet, very strong. It's going to be Bo Burton to take this. It's whipped in towards the back post, and there's a goal for the centre half. Up steps a towering header by Tegan Douglas. And The first opportunity that falls their way, the Tigers have snatched the lead. They lead UNSW 1-0 with 12 and a half minutes gone, having barely touched the ball for most part of this game so far. They have what matters most, and that is a goal to the good. And a miscontrol there by the usually imperious Leia Puxty, summing up probably how the home side are feeling after that. A bit of a sucker punch blow. The Red Hot Tigers mean business. And the ball is lost out here, and a chance now for Wallindo to head towards goal. Channing does enough to hold her up initially. She keeps going towards the byline. She needs some support. The winger does really well to hold possession. Now to Burton. And now whipped across. It's just no one at the back post. They'd all made their way towards the penalty spot, teammates. But another lightning break from the North Turramurra-based side. Almost proving costly again. Obviously not directly punished from the break that they had before the corner, but it was what led to the goal in the first place. It's a long ball over the top. Is comfortably dealt with by Feeney, then Bernardi, and then Morris is in well to win it back. Bernardi tries to play it over the top, but the striker was on the wrong wavelength, was waiting for the ball to come to her feet. Channing now. Plays it straight to Wallindo and tries to get it into Morris. If she can get a touch on it, she can't. Channing recovers. It was not a great pass through to the striker in the first place. Lessus into Puxty. Here come UNSW. Gets to the byline, whips it across. Feeney deals with it. And Morris comes back to win the ball. And we'll give away a free kick. She's not happy about it. One of those 50-50 calls going against the Tiger striker. Now we will have a free kick, and interestingly, Maxi Moreno doesn't want a bar of it. It's going to be Cara Stall to take. She goes for goal, but Norton is safe. Feeney tries to go over the top to find Evans, and Evans is on side here. Channing has got the pace to stay with her. Couple of bumps and runs. She's got Morris in the middle. Here's Evans! Straight down the breadbasket of Erin Naylor, who stayed big. And made a easy but crucial save nonetheless. Evans not able to find Morris in the middle. Trying to get it back onto that right foot. Cara Stall, great ball through to Histradulu, who's going to get here first. And the ball will stay in the field of play. Whips it back across, but Wallindo is there to cover. Right back, probably had a little bit more time. Moreno onto that left foot. Decides to reset. It's a lovely ball there from Harder to Puxty. Plessis wants it down the line, and she gets it. Does well to get a cross in, but it was a challenging one to do anything with. And then a poor pass. Sees the ball go out of play, and we can take a slight breather for a second after some end-to-end stuff between both teams. Milazakis now. Goes long towards Hammond. Bobbling around. Does well there, Hammond, to keep possession. Still with it. Caristall looking for options. Back to Moreno with something a bit fancy. But Bo Burton is there to intercept. Finds Evans, who now tries to play Bo Burton down the line. But Channing steps in very well to win the ball back. And now Moreno will just settle things down again for her side. Channing now out to Histodulu. Dinks it into Caristall. Going nowhere on that occasion. Chia. Caristall tries to play it to Moreno. This will just sit for UNSW, a favour to them because the ball forward was a poor one. Mollendo had nothing else to do but play it out of the field of play. Oh, lovely roll from Moreno, who now gets that ball across. Not a great clearance from Douglas. Hammond can't get the ball out of her feet and get a shot away though. Now Bernardi can bring it forward. Only momentarily. She gives possession away but gets away with it. And now Burton just resets. And then Keach just goes long. Just see the ball out of danger. Caristall to Moreno. Back to Caristall. Lovely ball into the path of Histodulu, but a bit heavy. Dale's got to be careful. Oh, lovely ball from Burton to Evans, who's strong again. Oh, well done from Evans, still going. Heavy contact, and that'll be a free kick against the Tigers captain. Rhino standing over this, looking at options. Surging ball out to Plessis. Finds the double goal scorer of last weekend. Oh, that's not a good ball from the youngster. And the Tigers will just absorb more pressure as we reach the halfway mark of this first half. Milazakis dropping it back. Channing gets away with it. Another errant pass. Just waiting for their moment here, UNSW, being forced to be patient. So that one's going to go against them. And the away side once again hold firm at the back. These two actually didn't face each other all that long ago. In the second last round of the season, which I think it was the last round of the season, I should say. That was. Mr. Dula just falls over. And now the ball can be played forward. Takes a deflection off a UNSW player. Channing has to go back and get it. Does well. And Naylor is there to support in goals. And now suddenly there's a bit of a break on here as the ball is shifted early by UNSW. They once again opt to just build up rather than go end to end with the Tigers. Marta just goes for a hopeful ball over the top, but Norton is there to pick up the loose ends for the Tigers. As mentioned, these two didn't play each other that long ago. So UNSW came out on top on that occasion on the final game of the season, 3-2. Scoreline then. Bo Burton was actually on the score sheet twice. In that one, and then Chloe Smith for UNSW. Sure that throw even went in. They might get to take it again here, UNSW. And would you believe it? There's a second ball ready to go. There's a player's name who I haven't said much of today, Rosie Ewan. Hasn't had much touch of the ball, the fullback. Play it over the top here, and Morris is going to get there first. Oh, that is a bad tackle. Both players go down poorly, and particularly it's the offender that looks worse for wear. Morris clattering into Yamahata. It didn't actually look malicious at all. It was almost like she fell. She does have that taped left knee. Going to have, I think, a period of respite here. Well, both players get attended to. Yamahata is up at least, which is good to see. Interesting to see what the referee calls here. It was a nasty challenge, that's for sure. Someone would say probably accidental. But last week's quadruple goal scorer is at least up and sitting up, but not standing just yet. Friendly tap on the back there by Puxty. She gets a yellow card for trouble. She asks the question why. I think the answer is the foul was a little forceful, and a card is probably the right, yellow card that is probably the right choice. After all that, it's going to be a free kick. of course, plenty of NPL matches on today for your Easter Saturday. We'll get to those in a minute as the goal scorer Douglas cleans up danger. Here's Keach now. Oh, nice ball there from Ewan into Mortlock. Now to Morris, but the pass is just a little pushed. In actual fact, their counterparts in the men's division are playing right now over at the side that they beat, well, 7-1 last week. Well, not the men's team, but the organisation that the away side beat 7-1. Last week that's the Northern Tigers. UNSW men's is over there. Sydney Olympic hosting to Sutherland as well. Here's Bo Burton to Wallandau. Finds Feeney. Lovely ball up to Morris. Tries to roll it through the legs to find Burton. Just weren't on the same wavelength, and Channing was well positioned. Still no real chance outside. Shadeen Evans. Straightforward shot. Bernardi steps in well to win the ball back, and now Mortlock looks to break away. Ewan tries to get it to Morris. We'll break kindly here for UNSW. Now they get to break. Ball into Hammond. Does well to bring it down, but Wallandau is there to pick it up and stride away. But here's Tadulu with all the experience. Steps in and wins the ball back. The left back not exactly happy with her captain. He's having a yell with her at the moment, which is something that you shouldn't do, and she's still arguing to the point where she's actually allowed UNSW to stride down the pitch unmarked. Wasn't a great cross though, so she's not punished on the first occasion. Mahata now swings it out to Paxty. Kulazakis. Replaces back to Kulazakis. No, Ewan steps in. And now Mortlock has some room to move into down the wing. Being chased here by Puxty. Into the path is Morris. She's onside. Will she get there first? No. The wind has just pushed the ball ever so slightly towards the keeper, and the striker can't get there. It almost looked like it was going to get there, and then it doesn't turn out that way for them in the end, as Moreno almost puts Hammond through. So both sides having the opposite problem on that occasion. That one not rolling enough, which goes to show that the wind is certainly playing a factor even on the deck. Like a bit of watching a bit of putting that was between the two sides. One bit over hit, one just slightly under hit. Here's Puxty. Not much room to work with. Does well. Kulazakis towards Moreno, but up well is Douglas, and now Wallandau's got to be careful. Just gets it away in time. Evans is there to help out. Oh, and that is not a great ball, and Hammond's got a chance to equalise, and she does! It's a poor error from the Northern Tigers, who have been imperious at the back, but as the 30th minute just tickles by, it's the home side that strikes back. And it's Chloe Wallandau who's got the error, and I must say, she's been in her own head for the last 2.5 minutes, arguing with her captain over what was some needless bickering. And completely have lost focus, and she's put the worst player that you could put through in on goal. The relentless Milan Hammond, and it is 1-1 here at the Village. UNSW, who really looked all sorts for the first half an hour here, having not really created anything to trouble the away side, gifted a response back into the game, and it was gleefully taken. Well, and Dow led to Morris. That was surely a handball. It wasn't called. Channing has to go back and keep this in, and wins the free kick. That's good work from the young centre half. Yamahata almost tricking her keeper, Naylor. And Channing plays it out very well. Now Histodulu goes long over the top to Hammond, who now plays Kara Stall, who's onside. Lovely touch as well. Goes towards Plessis, but Keach is in the right place at the right time. It's all just a little bit clumsy now for the Tigers, who just need to reset. And that is not a good ball there from the goal scorer. Stradulu to team up with Hammond, does so. Koulazakis into the path of Hammond. That's a good run as well. Drills it across the face. A goal, and it just kisses the crossbar on the way out. It probably wouldn't have travelled Norton either way, but all of a sudden a bit of confidence is now flowing through the home side, and they are finding some avenues which they weren't afforded in the first part of this game, and they're taking their opportunities when they come, it seems. Hammond just a bit lazy on that occasion, but wins the throw. Ball forward from Histodulu is not great. They've got to be careful here, though, because Feeney's touch is heavy, and they play out of danger. And now the Tigers look to counter again. Evans tries to find Mortlock, but just a bit too heavy. It was a great attempt. Oh, that's a poor pass from Channing, and now Wallendoe brings it forward. Finds Morris, needs to get it to Mortlock. Kara Stall wins the ball back. And again, Morris goes down. Surprised the referee didn't call that one for a free kick. We're going to have a pause now, I think, because Morris is still down. She was sore before. She's asking the referee the question. Just couldn't get the ball out of her feet into Mortlock. Again, we're going to have a momentary pause here. Once again, she'll go to the sideline. Tanae Morris. Been in the wars, the striker, but hasn't found an opportunity to shoot a goal just yet. Back on now and tries to play the offside trap. Pass needs to be good by Yamahata. Morris looks full of running. It's not a great clearance on the keeper. And it's picked up by Ewan. Oh, it's Mortlock now. Mortlock going to the byline. Needs some sort of support. And Puxty does well to get it out of danger. Oh, and the ball just evades Moreno. Now Burton will find Ewan into Morris. And they go back to Naylor here, UNSW. This time the clearance is a little bit more purposeful and away from danger. Throw towards Morris. Oh, good ball in towards Evans from Burton, but it didn't have the whip on it that required to get away from Naylor and into the path of Evans. Ewan tries to now get it into Mortlock. Doesn't get the call again, the number 10 for the Tigers. Ewan tried to get a touch on it. Don't think she did in the end. So it will be a Tigers throw as we get within 5 minutes of regular time for the first half. It's been a great game so far. Very evenly matched, both these two teams. Ewan steps in to win it and wins a free kick too. Good work from the fullback, who has worked tirelessly against some very good opposition today. Long clearance. Shank clearance, but it works out for UNSW. You think that'll be a free kick, and it's given. Just got to be careful here, the Tigers striker. He's already on a yellow card. Is the home side goal scorer Hammond going back to goal. Can either side grab a half-time lead? Walton's got to be careful here. He plays to safety in the end. Not sure how much he actually meant of that. Wallindo does well. Oh, great stuff there from Wallindo. Tries to get to Morris, but just overhit. That was excellent play from the fullback. And that is a good long ball towards Hammond, but Feeney is there. Oh, lovely turn from Wallendoe, and that will be a free kick. Great pass from Feeney and the great touch from Wallendoe. Playing in that wing-back position. Hoisted long here now, over the top. Morris will chase Channing, who will combine with her captain to keep it in. Oh, well done by Cara Stall, but Douglas is in well to cover for Feeney. Stall cops another knock. Sorry, excuse me, not Cara Stall. That's Koulizakis who cops a knock from Morris, and there's calls from the crowd for another card. I wonder why. Maybe one more, and then there will be some word from the official. Another card, we'll see Morris sent off, and that is the last thing the Tigers want, as they just sort of lose their head ever so slightly. I'm entirely sure why the ball is coming all the way over to here. Perhaps the free kick wasn't actually given in the end. That's a lovely switching ball to Plessis, who's been a bit quieter today so far. Good switching ball there to Histodulu. Oh, nice cut. And runs back into the middle. Loves to do this. Yeah, the hardest pass, not as clean this time. Now the ball goes in towards the penalty spot, but not with any conviction or threat level to it. Here's Wallendoe. Feeney to find Morris. Jamhada steps in and wins it well. Channing tries to find Cara Stall, does so. Here's Moreno. She loses out under the pressure of Burton and Bernardi. Her pass is a poor one, and it gives possession back. Moreno does well to find Casachia, who then finds Plessis, who's up top all alone at the moment. Looks for Hammond, but doesn't have the power of the cross to get to the intended target. Oh, that's a bad ball from Casachia. Now Evans will look to put this forward to Morris. Oh, lovely touch from Morris. Can she go all the way now? Tanae Morris needs support. Eventually gets it to Mortlock. Yamahata does enough to just hold her up. The first touch was magnificent. Bernardi with a much better turn. Oh, and another poor pass from the centre midfielder. She's having a poor day with the boot of the ball. The distribution has really let her side down on a few of those key breakaways. The chasing Ewan retrieves possession, though, for the Tigers. But another chance that might have seen them at least threaten Erin Naylor in goals goes begging. He's Feeney now. Along over the top into Morris. But just a bit heavy. And that is it. No stoppage time here for the first 45 minutes between UNSW and Northern Tigers, a top-of-the-table clash in the National Premier League Women's Competition. Coming to you live on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It is 1 goal apiece. And on the balance of play, you would say it's probably a fair result. The Northern Tigers striking early through the centre half. Tegan Douglas against the run of play in the opening 10 minutes of the game. And then from there, they looked defensively sound and looking like that they were just ready to sit and hold what was a well-earned lead until a moment of lack of concentration from Wallendoe with an errant back pass was punished emphatically by Milan Hammond to level the scores at one apiece. And there's been chances either side. Most have been pretty ordinary and have been pretty standard. There's been no sort of clear-cut chances that have come either side's way. It's been a defensive masterclass thus far between both sides. So plenty of action to come here, and this game is very delicately poised. There's something bubbling, and tension is coming thick and fast. Stay with us. We're going to have what should be an exciting second half coming your way in just a moment. Welcome back to the second half here, live from the Village Green for the Matchday 5 action between Uni of New South Wales and the Northern Tigers. If you're just joining us, it's 1 goal apiece. Courtesy of goals from the Northern Tigers centre half, Tegan Douglas, and striker Milan Hammond for Uni of New South Wales. Sides are just about to come out for the second stint. Just looking to see if there's any changes from either side. It doesn't look like that's the case yet for the home side. Nor does it look like that for the Tigers either at this stage. A couple of matches around the ground that might keep you interested. As I last checked, Northwest City Spirit and the men's Uni of New South Wales team is currently 0-0. That game's just kicked off. At half-time between Sydney Olympic and the Sutherland Sharks, it's 1-1. Then in the men's Division 1 game, Blacktown Spartans are 1-0 up over Canterbury Bankstown. As we get underway here for the second half, see changing ends as well. What more will we get in this one? It's, as I mentioned before the end of the first half, been a fiery game. The sides wanted to give an inch. Meanwhile, in the women's competition, the 2 games that were played before this one. We'll get to that in a second as the ball is given away. It goes back away from danger. Well, Bernardi intercepts that well. And now Mortlock just again receives a under-hit pass. And it's Beth Bernardi again, who's been uncharacteristically poor with her passing today. Keached as well to head that away from danger, but they come again, Uni of New South Wales, as the ball goes over the top towards Hammond, who is onside. Up against Feeney here. Beats 1, beats 2, still with Hammond, has a goal to her name, looks for number 2, but that one is high wide and not very handsome. And that'll be a goal kick. As I was saying, there's been a couple of games that's been played before this, both the same scoreline, funnily enough. The Northwest Sydney West City Spirit side, Northwest Spirit, are having troubles of their own at the moment after losing 7-1 last week to the Tigers. They have lost 4-0 to league leaders Apia Leichhardt today. Meanwhile, the Bulls Academy has bounced back after their loss last week to win 4-0 over City Olympic, which is an interesting result there. Cara Stall still running at 100 million miles an hour, winning every ball that she gets to. A loopy ball by Puxty has too much backspin on it and is collected gratefully by Norton. Whose clearance isn't particularly crash hot. Well, that's a good ball into the path of Hammond. He switched to be a bit further out wide to start this second half. Istradulu tries to get on the end of a pass back, but great work from Evans, who came back and did her defensive duties. Here's Cara Stall, holding up the ball well. Back to Moreno. Tries to get the ball towards Plessis. Can't do so. Now Ewan tries to break, and it's a lovely ball to Mortlock, but just on the wrong wavelength on that occasion. Mortlock just held her run and tried to come to the ball just as the fullback had launched a through ball downfield. Marta tries to go over the top, and that's a nice ball into Leah Puxty, whose touch is just slightly too heavy. Tried to bring it back onto her left foot. Couldn't quite do that. Yamahata does well to bring that down, and the pass from Burton doesn't find Morris. That could have been excellent. A few scrappy passes, just rearing their ugly head. Oh, lovely work from Mortlock to Bernardi. Keach can't find Mortlock. Puxty steps in but loses that. Here now, and now Bernardi goes forward to Morris, but again the pass isn't there for them. Mortlock had made the run down the sideline as well. Hasn't clicked for them in attack today so far, the Tigers. Excuse me. He's Channing now. To Histradulu. Nice layoff to Hammond, who probably wanted the advantage there. She actually made it through, but the referee's going to bring this back for a free kick. And UNSW are going to throw some players forward for this one. And the wind has somewhat died down in this second half so far. Ewan with a good clearance away, as that one was bobbling around. Puxty's pass is misplaced, and now Ewan tries to go long to Mortlock, but Yamahata was already well and truly retreating. Read the danger well. Evans does well. Gets it out to Wallando for her first touch of the second half. But it's cut out by the opponent. The opposite number, I believe, as well, actually. 17 on 17. It's a heavy touch from the captain, and Evans has almost got it back. But once again, Stradulu just gets a little bit lucky. Ball staying with her as she gets tackled. Lizaka's now looking for the run of Puxty and finds it. Great ball if the fullback can keep it in, but there's Ewan, who's done really well with him. Plessish comes with a cross of her own and is just over hit, and Hammond can't quite get on the end of it. It's too high. Now Wallando will speed away from Moreno. Touch a little heavy though, and Histradulu will stride in and intercept and win the free kick. Fatulu, good ball into Hammond. Ooh. And Norton making that look maybe a little bit more acrobatic than it needed to be. A 50-50 call going the way of the home side. Channing now. Oh, and that's cut out well by Wallendow, and now Evans can break. If she can get it out to Mortlock, it's a terrible pass, though. Can't sugarcoat that one at all. And that's been the Achilles heel so far of this Northern Tigers attack. This is when they do win the ball back, which is what they're set up to do. That killer instinct has just been lacking, especially after last week when putting away 7 goals. It's a good ball into Gulizakis, then into Plessis. Touch just evades up. This will hold up in the wind for Evans, but Yamahata imperious once again. Wallendow misses the intercept, and now Hammond strides forward. Hammond still going, gets to the byline. Feeney comes across and sends it out for a corner. Something we have not had many of today, a rare commodity. By my statistics, just the 3rd corner, I believe, for the home side. Of course, the Tigers, I think, have just had the one, which resulted in the goal that they scored. Scored one from the set piece last week, the home side. We see another. There's going to be a pause here. I don't know what the referee is saying. There's a bit of rubbish on the floor or something, or a shin pad. That's the cheers coming across to say that there's taping or something like that. Maybe a bit of taping that had some blood on it that needs to be removed. That's exactly what it looks like. Picked up Dougie bag style, and now I'll have the corner kick. Plessis to take it. Wind starting to swirl around again. Here comes the delivery. It's nicely weighted. Comes off a few different players. It's bobbling around. This could be anybody's. Favourably, it is a Tigers clearance for them. Oh, and Shadeen Evans came up ginger there. So she's been running around with what looks to be a bit of a hobble for a lot of the game, to be honest. Histradulu. Lovely ball from Moreno. Back to Histradulu. She loses that to Wallendow. Oh, nice leave, and Wallendow can break. Needs to find Morris, but that's wonderful cover there by Hammond to stop the counter, and then Morris is guilty of being offside. Dulu plays it over to Hammond, but Norton will pick this up. Quite going their way at the moment for the Tigers. Switching ball over here to Plessis. Gets away from Ewan. Gulizakis now. Puxty to Moreno. Back to Gulizakis. Once again, home side look to build. intercepted by Wallando, and Evans keeps it in. No, she doesn't. Karastol, lovely work, still going. Tries to get it through to Histradulu, does so. Histradulu only finds the side netting. Tigers fail to play out from the back. UNSW will come again. Big challenge there from Evans on Kulizakis. Yamahata striding forward. Smart. Dula tries to play it over to Karastol, but again, too heavy. It's Bernardi. And they go long over the top. And that's a lovely take by Channing. And Casachia now. To Moreno, back to Casachia. Loses out. Newen does enough the first time and the second time to keep the ball. Oh, and then a fortuitous pass from Bernardi does find Mortlock. Morris wants it. Back to Ewan. Back to Bernardi. This is nice from the Tigers, but Bernardi again with a poor pass. Oh, it's just the final pass is really doing damage here for the Tigers as Wallando puts the pressure on to win the throw. That was beautifully done by the away side. Bernardi had so much time as well. Wallando does well to step in and intercept. Tigers now enjoying some possession. Something that they have found hard to come by today. Breaking ball, Evans takes it out of the sky and loses the ball. Oh, Douglas is in brilliantly. Oh no, referee says free kick. Says that there was hands in the back. And they go early here, UNSW. And Hammond is onside. One-on-one with Feeney again. She keeps it in. Drills it straight into Moreno. On the wrong side for the parachuter. Is Isabella Keach. Drills it straight into the back of Plessis. That one would sting momentarily. A couple of substitutions are being ready for the home side. Ewan. It's away from it momentarily. Moreno. Zarkis. Hammond. Goes from range. Hammond! Ooh, it's ball that was always travelling over the crossbar. And I think Norton would have had it covered. But there was a moment of miniature threat. As this one from Douglas sails out of play. Provides another opportunity for UNSW to surge forward. Nice work from Bernardi. Better interchange between her and Mortlock. They do hold the ball well. The Tigers, they do hold it well. And just like that, the commentator's curse strikes. As Norton sends it poorly out of play as the double substitution arrives for Uni of New South Wales. Off comes Lexi Moreno and Georgia Plessis. And on comes, I'll tell you in a second. See some numbers. Jennifer Cockerus is one of them, that's for sure. And Chloe Smith, who have scored a hat-trick the last time these two played in 2025. And she'd do the same again. No changes yet for Northern Tigers. Some fresh speed up front for the home side. May just prove to be what they need. All over the top. That's a lovely job there by Channing to find Cockerus, who gets to the byline. Comes back onto that right foot. Would have been a left foot there, sorry. Now the ball's whipped in nicely. Smith looking for it. Doesn't get there. Goes up for a goal kick. Sure that was the right call there. Goes in Uni's favour. Mortlock misses a header. So does everyone else. And then Caristol! Oh, sensational! It needed something special to break this deadlock. Up steps one of the best in the business. With one of the goal of the season contenders. Firing into the top corner. No chance for Anna Norton in goals. And it's, I think, an assist from a throw of all places that breaks open the game and just opens that yard of space. And a wonderful strike from the number 4 as she settles into life as a Uni of New South Wales player in style. Uni of New South Wales 2, Northern Tigers 1. You can't say on the balance of play it's not deserved. That's as sweet as you can hit them. Can the Tigers hit back straight away? Evans is held up by a brave tackle from Captain Histradulu. Good ball downfield to Hammond, who couldn't quite then evade the challenge of Ewan. Feeney steps up well into Morris. Yamahata again, who has had her number all day, wins the ball back. Feeney steps in well make sure that Cockeriss can't break away. We are going to have a change here. Evans is off for the Northern Tigers. He is replaced by, we'll see in a second, looks to be maybe Claire Fulton. Get that to you in a second. Jada Taylor, excuse me, is who it is. Here she is now, keeping the ball in play. There's a couple of big outs today for the Tigers as well. No Lily McMahon. As well as Ruby Egan-Brown. Some nice passing work between the uni players, but Rosie Ewan, who's been one of the Tigers' best today, wins the ball back. Here's Bernardi now. His pass is just misplaced again. Smith dumps it off nicely, and then the ball through from Koulizakis is a bit too heavy. Oh, but that is a terrible pass away there by Norton. Ewan not ready for it at all, and the Tigers just losing composure now. They've got 20 minutes to get themselves back into this game. Very easy to do. Here's Smith now. On with Keach. Wins the corner. Another goal here, which you would think certainly make it a little bit too difficult for, at the very least, the Tigers to pick up the 3 points. 3 goals would be a hell of a lot to ask in the last 20 minutes, particularly when they've not had much possession the entire game. They'll need to stall that here as the cross comes in towards the back post. There's plenty of people waiting for it. Tigers deal with it well. Comes to Hammond, who has a slice at it. Zarkis. Tadula just has to clear it away. And so Feeney does the same thing. There's nobody up there to pinch the ball. Feeney's got some work to do to make sure that this doesn't fall into the arms of a uni striker, and while it doesn't on the first bounce, it does on the second. It goes out for another corner. They're starting to tally up now. It's a low-driven cross, which doesn't get near a intended target. Karastol will have another go at it. Once Koulizakis tries to roll past Beth Bernardi, but the midfielders stayed strong but conceded the corner. Good ball in. It's a nice header on. There's players there. It's Yamahata. Yes! The flick on by the near post. Bounces perfectly for the centre half, who's lurking in the shadows, and strikes at the back post to make it 3-1 for the Uni of New South Wales. And now with just 15 minutes to go, they are well and truly on their way to claiming another 3 points in the National Premier League women's competition. It was a slow start, but they have roared home. And the Tigers really haven't had an answer. Wallindo has switched into midfield as the Tigers go to a back four, operating at a back five for a long time. Wallindo playing as a wing back. That's a nice ball there from Morris out to Ewan, who does well to beat the first challenge. And now it's Mortlock still going. Not sure if the referee played advantage there. Ewan just trying to find a way through. Still going here, the fullback, and wins the throw. Just asking the question as to why a free kick wasn't blown previously. And that will be a corner. Oh no, it won't. It says it came off by Burton. No contest from the Tigers on that one. And that will be the result of another attacking foray that hasn't worked out for the Tigers. They tried something different today, the Tigers, and it worked really well. But they lost their composure when they were back on level terms after the errant pass that went their way. They've missed certainly a killer edge up front as well. Another free kick goes Uni's way. Caristall does really well once again. Puxty looks for Hammond. Great ball. And she will keep this in. Does exceptionally well. Hammond just trying to find an avenue. Ewan staying with the winger the whole way. Channing just resetting. Once again, it's the Yellow Submarines are the first of the ball when it's loose. Caristall loses out under the pressure of a couple of players. And that's a good ball over the top. Mortlock is onside here. She's got nobody up with her, though. Flag stays down. Mortlock one-on-one here with Puxty. Oh, then the sniper comes out and rings down Mortlock mid-stride. Puxty just aura farming on that occasion defensively, as we have another substitution for the away side. It is Rosie Ewan who's coming off. And that's a difficult one to take if you're a Tigers fan. She's been one of their best today. Defensively sound, has run all day, has provided an attacking threat, just hasn't received the ball when she's made the run. It's an attacking substitution with Sophia Paz coming on. Cockeriss. Advantage is played though, and Cara Stalls has got options in the box. It's Smith, but doesn't find it. Still with Smith though, as Wallendow loses out. Now Feeney just goes long to Morris, who tries to get the header on, but Yamahata again, just imperious at the back. Great ball into Caristol. The pass from Bo Burton misjudged and works in their favour. Here she is now. Oh, well intercepted by Caristol. Beth Bernardi does brilliantly to win it back. And then Douglas just hoists it long, but doesn't find an intended target. Smith just resorting back to Yamahata, and that's a lovely ball to Puxty if she can keep it in, and she does. Great cross as well at the back post. It's Cockeriss! Oh, it would have been a very special goal. The crowd were well and truly behind it. It just whipped too far away. The angle was too tight. That one went out of play too, and another poor pass from the Tigers is met with frustration. I think now it's a formality for the home side to just see this one out. Doesn't get through on that occasion. Here comes Beth Bernardi now. Goes to Mortlock. Again, the pass is not particularly crash hot. Mortlock spins and then goes forward. Now tries to play Burton forward. It's not a good pass though. Casachir steps in and intercepts it. Feeney covers Cockeriss very well. But she wins it back, Cockeriss. Now it's Hispadulu, who's not on the same wavelength as the wing up. Lovely run here by Ayla. Now into Paz. Can't get past. Casachir. Here's Castall. Smith. Back to Histradulu. Game's opening up now. Here's Hammond. Hammond's got room to work her way into the box and have a crack at goal. And it sails over the crossbar. It was a good hit. Just a bit too many wheat bix. Meanwhile, head coach for the Tigers, Finn Geraghty, with a sumptuous long-range ball to his goalkeeper to get the ball to her and back underway quickly. Mahata with another leg breaker on Morris. It's a nice long ball brought down brilliantly by Kokoris. She comes, finds Smith, who's onside for now. Puts into the side netting. Throw further forward now. Burton does well to maintain possession under a bit of pressure. Here's Mortlock now. Hammond's back doing defensive duties though. And the ball long to Congress's over hits, and it'll be picked up by Feeney. Tigers just trying to apply some last minute pressure in the final 5 minutes. Here's Pass now, keeping it in. Trying to go round Histradulu, wins the throw. Ball goes in towards Morris, but it's too heavy. Hammond steps in to intercept that. Probably didn't need to. The pass was nowhere near the intended target. Another pass is blocked. New South Wales enthralled to get every boot to every ball. Smith now, who will look to break and find Kara Stall, who misses the first touch, but it won't trouble him too much. He just sits and waits for a second. Hammond's made the run down the line. Here's Hammond across the face of goal. Here's the chance. Oh, wonderful save by Anna Norton. Koulizakis was flying in and the ball was sailing into the top of the net. But a wonderful reflex save by the goalkeeper keeps Uni of New South Wales only 2 goals ahead, and the away side was still a last gasp breath in them to potentially snatch something here. They've still got this corner to deal with though. Ripped in towards the back post again. Koulizakis still fighting for it, but Tigers deal with it eventually. And Uni will just reset again. Channing goes with a long-range ball into the box. But Norton with an incredible save. Oh, lovely stuff. Parks D trying to find the ball through to Smith, but it's cut out well by Douglas. Oh, and again, Union New South Wales tracking well defensively. Smith, oh, lovely ball into Kukuris, and now to Hammond out wide. Is this the chance for the fourth goal? Hammond coming into the field of play. Here's Hammond, across the face of goal, misses everybody. Still with them, and then Smith has a go, but it's chopped at and goes wide and high. Still, Uni can't find the elusive fourth goal. There is a change late on here. One of the youngsters getting a run in place of Milan Hammond. Looks like it's Erica Chiapara who's on. Chiapara who is on. A nice touch there from Paz. She's got a bright future, this young star, but she loses out there to the experience. Smith in the box waiting for it. Drops kindly here for Koulizakis. Smith surely, yes! And there it is, the fourth goal. They had their chances, but on the final stroke of regulation time, Union New South Wales do have their fourth, and it's the substitute Chloe Smith who is back to haunt Northern Tigers once again. As simple as you like for her, though. A tap in. The work done by Demi Koulizakis initially, holding the ball up well under the pressure, drilling it across the face of goal, and all she had to do was give it a kiss and it would have gone in. And we're going to have a restart. I mean, at this point in time, you would think, well, let's not worry too much about formalities, but still got a job to do for the final remaining minutes here. I don't see much stoppage time being added on in this second half. It's been quite fast-paced and there's not been many breaks to speak of. Unless the Tigers can snatch a consolation, they cannot. And that is the final act on this occasion. Well, it took some time for them, but after 30 minutes of feeling each other out, Union New South Wales strode home in the second half. One goal apiece after 45 minutes, courtesy of goals from Tegan Douglas for the Tigers, and then Milan Hammond to make it a very even game in the second half, but it was anything but that when it came to it. Kara Stall scoring one of the goals of the season to break the deadlock just past the hour mark. And then it was another tap-in goal from a well-deserved and earned goal by Aya Yamahata from the corner. It was finished off brilliantly in the 90th minute by Chloe Smith to round out what has been an excellent performance for the home side as they stride on and keep pace with the league leaders Apia Leichhardt. Northern Tigers with a bit of soul-searching to do after their impressive win last week, but they were outclassed today by a side that have lofty ambitions in 2026 as they come to thank their adoring fans. And with that, folks, we will leave you here on your Easter Saturdays from the Village Green. Full time Union New South Wales. For Northern Tigers 1, my name is Dom Rizzuto. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you next time for more NPL women's action.